People of the internet, I'm that Efkin guy, and this week we're getting a little crazy about 80s pop stars and singing Celine Dion at the top of our lungs, as Total Cult Zone presents Borderline.
Hello?
I miss you a lot. So by now, the best day of my life, and therefore yours, will be fast approaching. I love you so much, Sophia.
Tonight is the night. I'm proposing. We've been through this before. You don't know Sophia.
You're hilarious, Sophia. I'm ready to be yours forever.
We're getting married?
What, are you having second thoughts?
That's Nona's thoughts of the day. I love when we have these tangents. You can cut all of this shit out. Let's start from the beginning. Hi, everyone. Hi, Dina. I've got banana bread today.
Yeah, usually just segueing from what we're talking, but that's a bit awkward.
I mean...
Might be a lawsuit there. Possibly.
Yeah, just remove it. Nah, what are they going to fucking do?
True.
What are they going to do? Nothing. They'll do nothing like they've done for 5 fucking years.
Get a photo opportunity with someone.
They can have a photo opportunity with me.
And none of that makes sense because I've cut everything out.
Yeah. You can cut all of that out genuinely. Like, it's just me talking shit. Let's start again. Right, we'll go again.
Banana bread. Go from there.
Yeah, I've made I've made banana bread. It's really nice, actually. I had bananas that were too banana-y.
How too banana-y is that?
It's
like
where
brown?
they've yeah,
they're a bit mushy. You can sort of mash them down a lot easier.
Well, they also taste more banana-y. Like, bananas are the only fruit I trust. Don't shake your head. They're the only fruit I trust.
The bananas, they taste a bit too banana-y.
They're the only fruit I trust because you can look at them and know what stage of banana they are. Like, you know what you're getting when you open it and eat it.
The anti-avocado.
Yeah, avocados are kind of the same, but that's more by the feel of them. So you can tell by how they feel. But I'm against most other fruit because
apples.
No, because like even like the only
too sour, too sweet.
Brayburns are all right. They're probably my favorite out of all of them. But the reality is, like most other fruit, like you can get some strawberries, right? You can have one where it's absolutely fucking delicious, and then you have the next one. You're like, what the fuck did I do to you? Like, and I feel like that is a lot of fruit. Like, it just acts that way. Red grapes are maybe the only other exception. I like red grapes. I'm not a fan of green grapes. They have to be seedless because I don't like the seeds. They're just weird.
Yeah, the seed ones are a pain. I know they're kind of needed for a reason, actually having more grapes, but I think fruit-wise I'm good, except for really bitter apples. Could do without Granny Smiths.
Green apples are the ones that... Any sort of green fruit. The gooseberry's a prime example.
Does anyone actually eat gooseberries, or they always just go in jam?
I don't even know if they exist anymore. Like, it's like rhubarb as well. Like, I know rhubarb still exists. I know that people do still use it, but it's not something you really see.
Well, rhubarb especially is like old people food.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's all old people food. My stepdad used to grow it in the garden.
Was it easy to grow?
It actually is really easy to grow.
Maybe why.
It pretty much freaking grows anywhere. But that is old people fruit. I'm trying to think. Figs, I guess, and dates, they're both old people fruit.
Yeah, they're more seasonal. They're Christmas stuff. They don't even turn up at Christmas. Unless
Do you
they're
know
fig
how...
rolls, like the biscuity, cakey fig roll things.
No, there's still people who are buying like prune, date, and fig shit like all year round. Like parents with prune juice for their toddlers because they're not shitting. Like I say this as somebody who has had children who've had constipation. They didn't like fig rolls though, which is fair. I found out recently, I can't remember if it's a fig, a date, or a prune, that it might be all three. But that's the reason wasps are needed in the ecosystem because they pollinate the fruit. They die inside the fruit. You're going to Google this now, aren't you?
Yeah.
You can Google it.
Figs, yeah.
It's figs, yeah.
Yeah.
As much as people will say things like, oh, that's really sad, like wasps are bastards. So there is part of me that doesn't feel bad for them. We had a conversation at work the other day about what we thought the sassiest animal would be if it could speak, and I said a wasp. Like, absolutely a wasp.
Seen a few hornets around that way. This thing was like twice the size of a wasp. It didn't look sassy. It looked pissed off.
They just walk around like they know they can fucking hurt you and not die.
Yeah, we need wasps though. It's like when the
Yeah,
bees
apparently.
go, the wasps are the last resort.
For figs. They ain't doing shit. Like
But
they're
they
not.
do pollinate other stuff. They do what bees do, just not as good. They try their best.
Yeah, I don't need that. I want the bees.
The wasps want the bees because the wasps don't want to do the bees' job.
I
They're
got
great,
cheered
it's just,
up the other
you know,
day watching a video of a lady going into her garden to count how many sleeping bees she had in it. It was adorable. There was so many. Just all curled up in flowers, like having a little nap. I love bees. I used to have a clematis in the back garden in my old house that the bees used to go to. And I used to stand in it when I was stressed because they'd just be like buzzing around my head. They'd never sting me, just buzzing. It was lovely, lovely sound. I've got a video of it somewhere. I watch it when I'm really stressed. Just close my eyes and imagine I'm in it because it used to smell amazing as well because obviously it's honeysuckle and it wasn't a clematis, it was a honeysuckle. But either way, it smelled gorgeous and like I'm stood in it with bees vibrating around my head. Like, yeah, amazing. Thanks. Love this. Thanks for the free therapy. Same time tomorrow.
Is that your advice for the week then? Stand in a bush full of bees.
Yeah, they won't hurt you as long as you're not like flinging your arms about. I think they were just used to me though, in fairness. I was always out like my old garden was like a proper nature garden. I used to build stuff purposely for bugs.
Or did you attempt to build other stuff and then give up halfway through and then the bugs just inhabited it?
No, I have a thing for wood lice. Fucking love them. One of my favorite bugs. So I used to build like bug hotels. I used to leave a bunch of weeds for like the caterpillars because there's certain weeds that moths like, particularly like elephant hawk moths and stuff like that.
Ragwort.
Yeah. There's just loads of shit. In my previous garden, even before that one, I used to have a patch of nettles that I kept at the bottom of the garden, along with a bunch of other stuff. Because the amount of bugs and stuff that eat all that kind of shit is insane. So I always used to leave a little weed patch because they're there for a reason. Like, they're there for a reason. So, but then, yeah, I plant a lot of wildflowers and stuff. Like my garden now, I fucking hate it. It's supposed to be a low maintenance gravel garden. It's a fucking cat's litter tray right now, covered in weeds because they've not laid it properly. And yeah, I fucking hate it. I'm very complainy today.
Welcome to Garden Watch. Banana bread and bees this week.
Old people fruit gardening.
Banana bread and bees banter.
Oh
Quality.
my gosh. So yeah, thanks everyone for sticking with us for now.
Oh, what are you having with that cake then? Coffee wise, any coffee?
I've had a cup of tea today. It's a bit cold.
You can have hot coffee.
Yeah, but I couldn't be bothered to get the coffee filter and because I don't have instant coffee. I
No one
used
should have
to.
instant coffee.
Yeah, I used to, but like now I don't because it doesn't taste the same. I thought it did for a very long time. I was lying to myself.
Yeah, it's disgusting stuff. Speaking
Yeah.
of, I took the advice from the last show we recorded. I don't know if the last show we recorded is before or after this. We mentioned about having like the weather was really hot, and to cool it down, I should have cold coffee because generally the weather changes once I start doing cold brew.
Yeah.
Right, yesterday I did the Asian supermarket and I got Boss coffee in a bottle.
Oh, very nice.
Yes,
And it's gone cold, so
oh, it's freezing cold.
yeah, it worked. My theory worked.
And that is disgusting.
This is the kombucha all over again.
I don't think I'll get that same effect, but this is not great. It's slightly flavored water, but I don't know what it's flavored with.
Does it say on the packet?
Ingredients: coffee, flavoring.
Oh.
That's it.
It's okay. It sounds like they've just put a flavoring in it.
Yeah, possibly. It's wet. It's cold. It'll do. Like
It's disgusting. It sums
Yeah.
up the misery.
The misery of convenience store coffee.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to get a decent coffee.
It's impossible if you're vegan because every coffee in this country that's on the shelf is milk based.
Yeah.
I don't want milk. Also, I don't want sugar. If it doesn't have milk in it, it's got sugar in it. So fuck off with your sugar. I just want coffee, plain coffee.
Yeah.
The only place you can get them is Asian supermarkets.
Yeah, there's like a few plant-based ones, but they're from pretty problematic companies on top, which
Oatly,
is no, Starbucks do an on-shelf oat milk
yeah,
range,
shite.
but it's Starbucks, yeah. Because I find that as well with independent coffee shops, because I don't drink milk. I still have plant-based. So if I'm lactose intolerant. So when it comes to going to an independent coffee shop, for instance, some of those places don't have non-dairy options either. And like I want to support those places, but I can't even get a freaking soya milk. Like it's really annoying. So I'm with you on that one.
I was gonna say every independent coffee place has non-dairy options, but then I live in London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Sorry about that.
I'm not I'm in the Midlands. It's still making its way up. We're defending it from the north.
No cake this week. I do have the best licorice ever though.
Is it the best licorice ever?
It's Klepper and Klepper say it's the best licorice ever, and Klepper Jr. prefers a piece of licorice over a cookie with his cappuccino.
Then
This
he's
is actually coffee flavored licorice.
I feel like he's insane in that case. A licorice over a cookie. What is these people be gaslighting everywhere to sell their damn licorice?
You don't like licorice?
No. It's a very strong taste. But then you're talking to someone who has to hold their breath when someone peels an orange near me because it genuinely puts me into full anxiety isn't the word, but that's how it feels. I have sensory overload from this, like it's such an intense smell, citrus, and orange is the worst. I don't like the feel of the peel and like when it gets under my nails. I don't like the smell. So it makes sense that I'm not a massive fan of licorice either, because that shit be strong. Is it making the coffee taste better?
This coffee, yes. Actually, that works quite well.
Are you sure that's just because it's taking the taste away?
Possibly. I don't know, that kind of works. Slightly better than orange juice and coffee.
You might say it's on the borderline of being good.
Nice segue.
I tried.
15 minutes
Okay,
of
I
banter
tried.
there about stuff. And yeah, we'll get to the film. We are covering Borderline, which is from Margot Robbie and Tom Ackerley's Luckychap Entertainment, who previously produced Barbie and Saltburn. This is Jimmy Warden's edge-of-the-seat thriller, Borderline. It follows a dangerously persistent stalker, played by Nicholson, who invades the home of 90s pop star. With grand delusions of a wedding, with her life on the line and help from her loyal bodyguard, she must escape her stalker's sinister grip before they tie the knot. So yeah, starring Samara Weaving from Radio Not, Mayhem, Guns Akimbo, many other films. Nicholson from Smile 2, Eric Dane, Grey's Anatomy, Jimmy Fails from Nickel Boys, Alba Baptista from Warrior Nut, and Patrick Cox from Aquaman. This is from Cocaine Bear writer Jimmy Warden. His directorial debut and will be on digital platforms from the 8th of September in the UK. It's already been out in America since May, apparently. But there you go. That's the synopsis. Stalker, 90s pop superstar.
Yep.
Go for it.
It was good. I don't know what to say with this one, I'll be fair.
Yeah, I'll say up front, it's got Samara Weaving in it, and I love her. So it's going to be hard for me to be unbiased about a film she's in, because she's done The Babysitter, Mayhem, Guns Akimbo, Radio
Yeah.
Not. And they're all the similar vein to this. They're stupid, over-the-top violence.
Yeah, you see, I love Cocaine Bear, which is part of the other reason why I'm finding this difficult, because it's hard for me to be biased, I guess, because I loved Cocaine Bear. It was so stupid and so funny. It's like, obviously, you get them right in another movie, and it's the same. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The whole movie is ridiculous. It is so silly.
Yeah, it's that sweet spot, isn't it? They're not challenging or changing the world or saying anything, but they have the right amount of everything I enjoy. And it's it's just pure enjoyment all the way through, because it is that sweet spot of stupid violence.
It's fine humor. It's that old, like, because everything was in, even though it was a movie, every bit of humor was in very, like, almost a very small portion at a time. Like, you could have clipped any of those parts and they still would have stood up without the context of the movie, in terms of how silly and funny they were. And I like that. I like when it's a bit silly.
Yeah, Nicholson, obviously a big push for him in this film. It's his film, really. He's all over the place with it. We saw him in Novocaine recently, another film in this mould where it's silly violence.
I've watched it. It's a great film.
Yeah. Another thing I didn't know he was in, Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I found this out too. So I watched this with my other half, and there was a point where I was like, there was a smile part, and I was like, I freaking recognize that smile. Like, that looks so much like the Joker in Tim Burton's Batman series.
Yeah, and the fact that he's saying name is Nicholson, you're like,
yeah,
oh, yeah.
It was my other half who was like, oh yeah, no, he's Jack Nicholson's son, and I was like, checks out. That's I don't look anything up before I watch it, because I don't want to spoil it for myself. I usually wait until after. So of course I didn't bother to look up where anyone had been or anything like that, because I don't want to put myself in, like, if I recognize someone, fine. If I don't, it's no massive deal. I'll look it up later. But yeah, he was like, didn't you know that he was in that already that we watched? And I was like, oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
I don't really pay attention to, like, actors, what they're in usually. It's like they pop up in a few films. It's like Samara Weaving to end up in like 3 films I watched in a row. It's like, yeah, I recognise it because of that, but generally with people, I'm not too fussed about following a specific celebrity or star around.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
really that kind of stuff.
because sometimes they'll have something that was really good, and then they might move to something else that just wasn't really that great and wasn't their sort of genre necessarily. So yeah, I'm the same. I don't generally care as long as it's done well. But yeah, I was very confused.
Yeah, so it's his film pretty much. Got the opening with him and the bodyguard played by Eric Dane, and you get the level of delusion he's at, and then it flashes forward a couple of months, and you get with Samara Weaving's character doing the In Bed with Madonna video, because that's pretty much who she's supposed to be, with Rhodes, who's supposed to be Dennis Rodman, like the basketball player, outlandish wild man.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all you get that's supposed to date to the 90s.
Yeah, I didn't. It was a tough
That and the
one
jigsaw puzzle.
because I'll be fair, I didn't really feel like it was very 90s.
Yeah, I know they're probably trying to avoid the nostalgia bait. You know, we do the fashion and go, oh, ha, isn't it funny they're wearing this? It's silly, and it's outdate kind of fashion. But then we're currently in the era where new metal fashion's back in style, so maybe people wouldn't find it funny anymore. But they're not sort of playing the jokes because it's the 90s. It's just in the 90s. But there's very few
Yeah.
things that date to that apart from she's holding a video camera, the old school high 8 video camera kind of thing, and there's no mobile phones.
Yeah, I don't know. There was something about it that it didn't. I don't know if they also do this type of stuff sometimes to stop the film from aging.
Yeah, there's no social media in it as well because it's obviously in the 90s, and that would have stopped the whole thing pretty quickly. I suppose stalkers are not, like I say, they're not an issue these days, but they would be spotted a bit easier because you'd have more security on people. They know the dangers of them. If you take it back to
Yeah.
the 90s, there's not as much urgency behind it. Home surveillance is not as advanced. So yeah, placing in the 90s, but they're not making it about it being in the 90s. Smart move. It's just when you get the whole thing of it's supposed to be, it's like it throws you out a little bit because we've lived through the
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I see. I hadn't even registered that was the era, to be honest. I don't know. I didn't really register a lot of that. I obviously, like, to be fair, I don't know how much of it is because obviously you mentioned sort of social media and stuff like that. Stalking is probably more prevalent on social media, but there are still people who do go. Like there was a clip on TikTok fairly recently from a Comic-Con with a fan who'd followed a voice actor to a hotel, and then had gone to the con to go and meet him. And obviously had been told absolutely not. Like in-person stalking and stuff like that, harassment still happens.
Well, there's sniping, isn't there, where they do the live streaming in public and they go find them in public.
Yes, yeah. There's a whole bunch of kind of bits that don't necessarily have to correlate to online in terms of people still going. And like there was a fan that rushed the stage. I can't think who it was, but she died as a result of it. She was killed on stage by someone who rushed the stage. This like it does still happen in person and very much in the same way as it would have done then. And I don't know how much of that. I don't know if it's also just because I'm very aware of those things still happening that I couldn't place a date on it because those things still happen in the same ways, and like security can still be lapse on some of those people. Like I don't know why she wouldn't have just fucking moved. Like in the nicest way possible, even in the 6 months, I wouldn't be going back. I'd have moved.
Well, the whole thing is he'd been taken to psychiatric care, and I think he does escape, so it's not like she's expecting him to come back. You would have upped security though.
Yeah, you say like I'd have just moved. Like it isn't even a case of I wouldn't have expected him to come back. I'd have just moved. He knows where I live now. Like I'd have gone.
Yeah, but celebrities, everyone knows where you live.
Do they?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can find out where every celebrity lives.
Is this how I find out that you've just been turning up at celebrities' houses, which is why you know?
Except J.K. Rowling, I don't know where she lives. You can't find out where she lives. It's not got a Wikipedia article about it at all. But yeah, it's probably common knowledge where celebrities live, especially in Hollywood.
Just look for the moldy house.
In Hollywood you have like the Hollywood tours, don't you? Take you around all the celebrities' houses.
Yeah, but those are also massively gated. Like all of those are like this.
All of them. I don't think all of every celebrity's not that super, and he doesn't. You don't need to be the super celebrities to get stalkers.
I mean, clearly, because I didn't feel like she was. I don't know if it was because it wasn't massively explained, but I didn't feel like she was.
I think she was maybe supposed to be on a downturn. Like she was big in the 80s and now it's the 90s and it's she's trying to do the outlandish thing because she's doing
Okay.
the in bed with Madonna bit with dating the basketball player because he's like the wild man.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he finds a list later on of people she should date and it's got the whole list. And it's like Robert Smith of The Cure at the bottom of it.
Yeah, there was something about that part that I kind of struggled with. But that's not to say that she wouldn't get a stalker.
Hmm.
It was just I don't and I but it wasn't, I'll be fair, it also wasn't needed. Like I didn't need context of how famous she was or anything like that. Like I didn't need any of that. I just at the time remember thinking, how famous is she? Because it may have been from his mind. She seemed to be pretty famous or fairly famous,
Yeah.
but she had one security guard. Like, I think even Madonna would have had like at least two. So, I don't know. It was good anyway. I'm
Probably would have made a good film if you had like a big security team and they football tackle him at the gate and then hold time and then take him back to the psychiatric hospital. I think Jane was saying like, why doesn't he just call the police? Why didn't he just call the police straight away? It's like, yeah, he's on the doorstep. They know he's a stalker. Call the police. But yeah, that wouldn't have made a good film, especially this type of film where it's comedy violence.
Yeah.
Because then they do return to the house. It's when the killing starts when it gets really slapsticky with the violence and the fun begins. Because a lot of
I
it is talking and dialogue based humor. Because you get
yeah.
some of the lines on it. It's quite funny.
I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like like it's one of those films where it was still really good
Are you
and
hyper fixating on that stalker bit?
yeah, I think that's just me though, isn't it? Like being like that part just didn't make a lot of sense. But otherwise, like I still thought it was a good movie. Like I can't say anything bad about it. I still enjoyed it. It's a movie I'd watch again. It's one that I know I could put on if my mates were here. It's one of those party type movies again that you could just put on
Hmm.
and watch. Like, it was good. It's Cocaine Bear. It's ridiculous and outlandish and that's the point. It's supposed to be outlandish. It's probably not really supposed to make sense. It's hard to talk about it without putting spoilers in as well as to why. So,
You can talk about Celine Dion.
no, because there's a whole freaking scene that is so good that again, like it'd just be absolute spoilers if I talked about it.
Yeah, I could just say Penny, played by Alba Baptista, kind of steals a film.
She was so funny.
Yeah, but they're all doing really good jobs with the characters. Jimmy fails Rhodes, the basketball player, supposed to be outlandish wild man. He's actually quite mild mannered and nice.
He's just really nice.
Really
I
nice.
I liked his character.
Yeah, Sophia is trying too hard. Ray Nicholson, yep, it's his film really. They're trying to push him as being the big
Yeah.
star. And yeah, he does a really good job with it. But yeah, Penny steals it.
I don't JH had his moments as well.
Mm.
Although why you would have a man with one eye be in control or in charge of a gun. That's all I'm saying.
Then that leads to the big set piece at the end scene. The bit where it's kind of dark.
I'm not sure it gets dark. Like, if
There's
I'm
that
honest,
one
it's
bit
still...
he does. This is actually quite dark.
I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure which bit. Because he's got one eye. Yeah. No, you see, I do remember which bit you're talking about now. I'm not sure about necessarily dark because I kind of sat there, I watched it, and I thought this is too early for that to happen.
Yeah, but
That
then
guy's not.
they don't go back to it straight away.
No, no. It was one of those, like, it's I don't know. I didn't, maybe I'm just desensitized to it now. I can't say I really found it necessarily dark because but then I do get what you mean.
Hmm.
For me, I don't know, maybe it's just the tism where I was just thinking, that's too early.
Possibly.
I've seen this before, funny man. I know what's gonna happen here. We don't see a body. I'm on to you.
Yeah, I think Jane had the same thing. It's like, that's a bit weird because that's not really what I saw in the trailer.
Yeah, I wonder if that also plays a part in it, but I think it is one of those things of like, I've seen these movies before, right?
Hmm.
Where it looks like something bad has happened, and then, oh, no, it hasn't. And because we never see the body, I've become conditioned to realize there's a reason for that. And that reason is because there's no body. Unless we see one, that's the only time.
Yep. So, strong recommend.
I would say strong recommend. I think that people will still enjoy it. Like, there's nuances about it, but it's still a really good film. Like, I'm not gonna sit and be like, no, just don't watch it. It's terrible. Because it was funny. It was genuinely really funny.
Yeah, there's a few bits, like say the 90s, set in the 90s, it doesn't really click on that, but everything else is just perfectly fine. I loved that's all the characters, set pieces, slapsticky stuff. Yeah, worked perfectly. It's what I expected it to be,
Yeah.
and it will be going in my collection if I can find it. Because I did go out yesterday and because I realised I don't own any of these Samara Weaving films that I like. Like say Mayhem, Guns Akimbo, Ready or Not, and I could not find them in the shop at all.
Yeah.
They're the streaming ones. I think they're bigger on streaming than they were physically.
Yeah, I don't, it's hot. Like, I've watched Guns Akimbo. It's such a funny film.
Hmm.
It is so, so good. But I think there's that some of them have had limited runs on physical media, and of course that makes them just harder to get hold of.
Yeah, like The Companion.
The
I had to go
search
to Italy to find that
continues.
bloody thing.
Fucking hell.
It's
Yeah, I've
towards
never
Spain, I
gone
think it
that.
is.
Never gone that extreme.
Yeah, I had to get a supplier overseas to get them. Yeah,
That's extreme.
I might have to do it for this. But yeah, Borderline will be on digital platforms in the UK from the 8th of September. I'd say it's already been out in America for a bit. Not sure why they had to stick an embargo on this, but with the VPN running, you can get it if you want already. Maybe that's the joke about it being the 90s as well. You know, it takes so long to get films into the UK. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, maybe. Probably not. There's some weird licensing deal. But where can we find you online before we hit the spoiler zone?
I'm on Blue Sky. Nona Goff. 2 Fs.
British, innit?
British bruv.
And TotalCourtZone.com. Go there and read the zine. Should be the second issue up on there soon. I'm halfway through at the moment. Lots of bits in there. Things I usually spunk out to all the various social media sites, like art movie reviews for films I don't want to put on full shows out on, photography, music I'll be listening to, stuff on social media sites that I don't have anymore because I've only had the Blue Sky, which you can find on the website totalcourtzone.com. Also coming to totalcourtzone.com, exclusive bee and banana bread chat.
Next podcast, gardening.
Okay, spoiler zone. If you don't want the film ruined or the jokes ruined, stop listening now.
As you said now, I dropped my vape. Like, right on the floor. Thankfully, it was muted, so you didn't hear the massive crash as it went down. Spoilers. Celine Dion.
Yes, it's all coming back to me now.
What the fuck is that all about? It was so funny. Because I felt like the guy on the floor. I also really wanted to sing along.
Yeah, I didn't realize how good a song that was.
Yeah, it was an absolute banger. The change up was the bit that kind of caught me off because it just sort of after that, you know, when they were singing together and then suddenly Penny's like "Rah!" and goes off. That happened so quickly. Like you're flat.
And the big scary fight scene. And the other dark bit, actually, the bit where she sets her on fire.
Yeah, although in fairness, the meat thermometer had me cackling. That did have me absolutely cackling. So it kind of broke that dark bit up. I'm trying to think of any. Oh, the other bit I found really funny was the mix up with the dress, just to show you how delusional.
Well, it's signposted at the start where he believes Belle is Sophia.
Yeah,
Or says that you're her, and then starts believing he is her.
yeah,
And then it switches at the end where he thinks Rhodes is her, and he's like, "Ma'am, this isn't about you. Please sit down." And
yeah,
telling her to take a seat at his wedding. And Rhodes
yeah.
just taking it for like, "Yeah, I'll do this. I'll play along with him."
It was
And the bit where he slits JH's throat. So I don't think really mean to do that.
yeah, that was really funny. There was like almost a Carrie scene about it. And the reaction of the scream was absolutely valid. My favorite part was in that ending was when he thought he was like kissing Sophia because they were married, and then it cuts back out. It was just so funny. So silly. It's hard because like obviously like the whole thing is talking about some pretty fucking serious mental illness.
Mm.
Which isn't something that you should necessarily make light of. But I think because the concept of it is it looks like it's mental illness surrounding one person. And the jokes are so like that's not a priest, that's a pastor. Like that kind of it's almost like the matter of fact parts mixed in with delusion. Yeah, it was funny. It didn't necessarily poke fun at the illness as such. It poked fun at I guess it was more at the people that were also playing along, right? Because yeah, like at the end, like they were all looking at each other like, what the fuck? And it's like you're the one still doing this. Like you could easily stop this. Like yeah, I don't know. It was good. I enjoyed it. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I would want to throw into a spoiler zone. Because there were a few jokes in the trailer that were already pretty funny. But there were others outside of it that were also pretty good. But I don't want to spoil them all because, yeah, I think that's what makes the movie. If I went after every single joke that was in it that was hilarious. Just look out for the meat thermometer is all I'm saying.
And the police officer auditioning for a musical.
Yeah, that also. I freaking went to college with a bunch of those people. I've got my BTEC in performing arts, and I swear they were all like that.